Bonjour, Antoine here, Rapito. Welcome to Euro Trash. My little friends over from the channel in England. Kidding folks, Mark here, Celtic Crossbows. Bit of an update for you this week. Coffee.com has kicked me off. So all my sales and everything now are directly through eBay, or you can go PayPal direct to me, which means you don't pay the 15%, whatever it is now, no sorry, 12% tax now. eBay charges me, so I gotta put the prices on eBay for you guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run through now, only a quick run through to show you what I got in my ways for you. First, we're gonna start off pistol crossbows. Now what we got here is a selection of my Broadheads on the pistol crossbows. These are the 10-inch, which works well with the standard pistol crossbows. And you can see your string will be with there. So if you're not using a magazine, you can use the bigger 7.6mm bolts. So obviously for magazines, they don't work. So alloy shaft, 4-pointed broadhead. One of my babies, Celtic Crossbows. They come in packs of 3 or 6. I have to check, it'll be on my distance beneath. Again, for non-magazine pistol crossbows, we got my Hornets. Just pop out the package to show you these. I should have had some loose ones really to show you beforehand, but I didn't think on my feet to get them open. So these are high carbon fibre, 350 FS carbon fibre. They do not bend, they do not give. These are rock solid. Tungsten tip. These are for displacing a heavy impact on target. These are great with the high energy pistol bows, so 90 pounds or higher. So that's like if you've got your custom bowling, your 90 pound stinger bowling, and you've got into a Cobra prophecy, these are excellent for use with that. So we're going to show you the non-pistol magazine bolts first. So these are the Hornets. Okay, Celtic Crossbows. Some guys sell on eBay as Hornets. They're not mine. Mine actually says Hornets on the shaft, and they're made by Elon Archery in China, a professional company who do all the Olympic bolts for the Asian Olympic teams. So that's their market quality, and you all know how good the Asian Olympic archers are. The next one I'll be showing you again, these are for your adder. Camouflage 10-inch bolts. Here we go. Twin vane head, again, can be used with your prophecy style Cobra pistol crossbows. I designed them at this length, so if you change the head on the front, so if you want to put a multi-sided head on like this, it doesn't foul the front. You will find that your short bolts that you get from Jogue for your pistol crossbows, when they go into your adder, they fit short like this. You can't change out the heads for multi-change heads on, because these are your standard bolts. These are my versions. They are longer and they fit out over the front, so you can change your head type if you want longer though. For the not just the adder, but for the R9, we have even longer. These are about 16 inches, I think, about 8 inches tip to tip. And again, as you can see, Celtic Crossbows, my bolts, nobody else does them to the best of my knowledge. They deliberately designed to be longer, so they fit over the front of your prod, as you can use different tips on. For example, if you had this tip, in fact I'll do to show you, so I'll just take this tip off here. Also, as you can see, it's got an anti-burst collar as well. Doesn't come on Jogue's bolts, does on mine. idea being is you can put the higher poundage through the bolts and it won't burst the head. These ones hasn't got the anti-explosion heads collar on them, but I'll just show you now. Just screw it in. So if I sit now, because I haven't put the collar on, she's coming off centre. But if you put that on here now, you can see now the tip stands clear of the front, your flights are level on the back, whereas if you wanted it, I had no choice, I'd put it that way, you can't sit your arrows in. Whereas with the extended front, you can with mine. You can't with the standard bolts for the R9 or the adder. Okay, so that's on those. So we do the tungsten tip bolts again, the Hornets. These are 350 FS carbon fibre. These are the mutts nuts. These are basically the highest poundage 5.6 or 6.8 millimeter ID bolts you can get. These are super strong bolts. The next down the line, as I'll show you now, is my field tip. These again are longer than your standard bolt. Designed this way again, as you can use them with the single shot crossbows without the magazine. So you sit well back of the front, your string is in the back, and these are a lightweight long range bolt. So if you want to shoot long range at 90 pound, speed of follow up shot isn't an issue to you, these are the ones to get. We then have the sister bolts, the Broadheads. Again, count the Crossbows. And these are the same bolt, these are about a 500 FS carbon fibre Broadheads. Many similar to it on eBay, but they ain't mine, I can guarantee you that. All mine was custom made to exactly my specifications. I wanted the tip far forward of the nocks, so when the string come forward it couldn't catch in any way at all on the bow tip. So these are my, I think about 6 or 7.5 inches. Again, the links will be below. Right, next up now, oh yeah. So again, with the adder bolts, I call them adder bolts or EK bolts. They come in either emerald green, is rather fetching red, or in camouflage. And they also come in the 15 inch, I think it's 15 inch, no, it might be 10 inch. It'll be in the description. But again, either come in the 10 inch, yeah, I think it's 10 inch or 15 inch. So a choice of red, green or camouflage in those. I have got some of the heavyweights left, which I believe are around about 600 grain. They're on eBay at the moment. And the next up we're going to have a look at my Broadheads for the magazines. Okay, I'm back. Right, so we're going to move on now to my other pistol bolts. It's mostly pistol bolts I specialise in because I got fed up of the lack of decent quality bolts for pistol crossbows. If you want to go long range target accurate, we have these ones. Again, they're the same shaft as these ones are 500 FS, but flights are slightly further forward, slightly longer, so you've got better stability at long range. Okay for using close range, but that's what these are for, ultra long range with a pistol bow. Short range we still have for the magazine bows. My short 500 carbon, you don't need to go 350 FS or under with the short bows. They're so short, you've got a job to bend them anyway. So these are short bolts for the magazine. I'll just show you now. So the standard magazine, open up. Okay guys, so we want to know the short bolts or the magazine bolts. These ones, obviously you'll recognise these ones. The problem with these, when they go in the magazine, used with a conventional pistol crossbow, they find magazine needs no good. What happens here is, you can see here they bend really easily. Now my first bolts I tried, they look the same, they're not. My bolts, these are stiffer plastic. They don't bend half as easy as these ones. These ones bend like a boomerang. I'll try hard. Mine, identical design, stiffer plastic. So they do work with a magazine, but I would still recommend these with the single shot pistol crossbows. Okay, right. We're on to my short bolts now, carbon fibre. These are about 145 grain for use with the pistol magazines. And just to show, they go straight in, easy as winking, thus. So there's no problem with those ones. Next ones in my range are my alloy bolts. Now these come in two versions. 148 grain unshafted, or 280 300 grain steel shafted. So there's a steel shaft running through the inside. So they still need they modified by me. They are my bolts, but all I do is when I'm coming from the manufacturer, the tails aren't glued in or knocked in, as I can just cut the bolts to size, line the shafts, and I line them so they slightly forward to the nose to about by here. Because otherwise, if all the weight is in the back, they will fly and they'll just land flat. They won't keel over. So I'm the weight slightly forward of the tail end about by here. It keeps the nose up longer and keels in. And like some bolts I've seen, which have got a massive head on the front, about a 300 grain head on the front, and what you'll have is the bolt will just go bleh, straight into the ground from as soon as you fire it. You'll have to give so much hold over for the bolt, they'll be nuts. But by having the weight further back down the shaft, it fires flatter to the target, okay? So that's my Vager bolts. They're all, links will all be, I'll put in below tomorrow. And otherwise go straight over on my eBay shop, and they're all listed on there. For the archers amongst you, I'm still making my three-piece takedown bolts. So if you want your takedown bolts for your archery, for bug out or survival, this is a set I'm making for somebody at the moment. I use 500 FS carbon Mooson shafts. And not fiberglass, they are carbon fibre. So if you want bug out survival, fold them down into your backpack. These are the ones to go for with the 3 joints, because if you just put it in the middle and you got your joint there, they just snap. I learned that from experience. Okay, so that's all my bolts covered. Now we got to go on to riser blocks. These are for the quick change bow system. One is a 90, one is an 80. Different depth cut out there. These are also available over on my eBay, or again direct through PayPal. They're more expensive on eBay if you purchase direct. £25 each for the postage, and that comes with the 2 side gates to lock into the bow, and the screws and the nuts as well. Stainless steel, not cheap stuff. I don't do cheap. So when they put it together in your bow, here's an 80-pound limb. So you go in together like that, and you just araldite your nut in the middle of there. Or if you want me to do it for you, I can do it if I post out. So you just fit it straight in yourself. It doesn't come with a bow limb. It's just the riser block, the side gates, the nuts, and the bolts, and the nut in the front. I got triggers in production at the moment. They should be here within the next a week or two. As soon as they arrive, I'll be showing you on the channel, and I'll be going straight again over on my eBay They're about £20 a set plus the postage, or through my PayPal direct, which will be cheaper. I think I've covered everything I want to at the moment. When you have a look at my eBay, you will see that I got lots of EK, Mancung, Anglo arms, bolts, not bolts, strings, end caps, etc. And different parts for crossbows and things. So take a look, guys. Thanks for watching. I've had to do a video because coffee have kicked me off, okay? So it's it goes to my page. I couldn't email none of you guys who was subscribing, so I've had to do it this way until I'm set up on Buy Me a Coffee. Incidentally, Buy Me a Coffee, either go over there, is not set at the moment. If you do click on Buy Me a Coffee up above, the money won't come through, but you can use the PayPal Fund Me link as well up above in the description. Okay guys, the links will also be down below. Bit of a mouthful, I had to rattle it all through, but it's easier than going through all my videos and re-edit them saying don't go to coffee, go to eBay. Okay guys, thanks and bye bye.